Afternoon and welcome to Highclimber Fast Pitch Field on the campus of Shelton High School for Mason Web TV powered by HCC's and spring sports broadcast. This afternoon it's a non-league fast pitch game between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Olympia Bears. I'm Rick Allen and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. This will be the Lady Climbers' second game of the season, and they lost their season opener at Tumwater Wednesday, 16-1. The Lady Bears have played two games and lost both by large margins as well. Olympia fell to North Thurston 12-4 on Tuesday, and yesterday they were crushed by WF West 21-2. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we have first pitch, maybe some starting lineups. It's high school fast pitch softball, the Olympia Bears and the Shelton Highclimbers. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over.
When you see lights,
vests, or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over.
When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
And we're back here at Shelton Fast Pitch Field. Rick Allen behind home plate, looking pretty much into the sun at this point. Do have some starting lineups to give you for at least the order for the Highclimbers. Angela Weirstrom is going to be leading off. Molly Dela Cruz, bat second. In number 3 hole is Alexandra Walters. Taylor Rasler follows up. Chloe Goldie will be batting after Rasler. Emily Morris, followed by Haley Stotts and Alicia Plant. So that's the batting order. Where they're playing on the field, I don't think has been decided. I don't have anything from Olympia as of yet, but they will be up first, and we'll get to that in short order, as this is the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. First fast pitch game of the season for us. Olympia and Shelton, and we'll be back with the first pitch and more from Shelton Fast Pitch Field on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Still waiting for the first pitch, national anthem, and all that stuff here at Shelton Fast Pitch Field. The Olympia Bears and the Shelton Highclimbers about to do battle here in our first fast pitch softball game of the spring sports season here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Let's see here. Let's run down some of the things that are going on. The baseball team, Shelton baseball team, is at Elma this afternoon. There is a track jamboree up in North Mason featuring the Bulldogs, the Highclimbers, and Mary M. Knight. So we'll try to have results for that tomorrow for everybody. Tomorrow, by the way, I've got a Shelton boys soccer team taking on North Kitsap. We hope to have that game for you. At 1 o'clock, there's also a rugby game at the Oakland Bay Junior High, 1 tomorrow as well. So lots of things going on here for Highclimber Sports. And we're just still waiting, and we'll be back with more.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy, our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Glen and Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Can you hear? Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay.
They need to be able to hear you.
So, for the non-starters for your Olympia Bears is number 11, Tyron, sorry. And then number 7, Josie Petricola. And for your starters, say what? All right, and for your starters, starting in right field is number 18, Allie Green. Left field, sorry. I knew I was going to do that. Oh. Batting second in center field, number 6, Sammy Blevins. Batting third, starting at shortstop, number 44, Brooke Fezendick. Oh my God. Batting fifth, behind the plate, number 16, Aspen Carnes. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 9, Kohana Wellner. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 5, Morgan Hyman. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 8, Natasha Scott. And then finally, pitching, your number 40, Andy Doherty.
Number 10.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Charger.
Yeah, number 10, Lindsay Troutman. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. And now for your Lady Highclimbers. For the non-starters, number 4, Alyssa Wilhite. Number 2, Malia Walsh. Number 3, Cameron Highland. And number 15, Taya Gooley. And for your starters, batting first, starting at second base, number 29, Angie Warstrom. Batting second, playing third base, number 32, Molly De La Cruz. And your pitcher, batting third, number 24, Alex Walters. Batting fourth, playing shortstop, number 21, Taylor Rassler. Batting fifth, playing center, number 3, Chloe Goldie. Batting sixth, playing left field, Emily Morris. Batting seventh, playing first base, Lana Svoboda. Batting eighth, behind the dish, number 2, Haley Stotts. And batting ninth, playing center field, Alicia Plant. Right? Oh my God.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's why I play everybody. And then our coaches for the Olympia Bears is Matt Lowe's, Mike Fezenbeck, Nikki Winkley, and Randy Edwards. And our coaches for the Shelton Highclimbers is Kim Goldsby, Amanda Rhodes, Jordan Crumples, Lisa Lakawa, I don't know, And our scorebook, Amy Walsh, and then our 2 umpires, Jim Everett and Scott Prance.
Good job, Malia.
Now can you all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Ready?
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe.
Linda's really close.
Okay, so we're back on the air here, I think. Are we on the air? Okay, this is what we have issues with all the time here. First batter is Green.
Go, Climbers.
And I believe it's 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. There's a ball. Now it's 1 ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Okay, now I'm catching up here. Okay. Okay. So the 2 ball, 1 strike pitch to Green. Leadoff batter here. That's ball number 3. So 3-1. And there's a leadoff walk.
Now batting number 6, Sammy Blevins.
Okay, Sammy Blevins is your batter. With 1 on and nobody out here. Runner goes to second, throw to second. Not in time, and Green makes it over to second base. There's nobody out, 1 on.
Go, Climbers.
Sammy Blevins takes a strike 1 call. So 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Low in the dirt. Nice stop by Stotts.
You got this, Alex.
This pitch on the way. High and popped up. Is it playable? Nope, it's going to drop in to left field. Fair ball. 1 run's going to run around and score. So 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. So Olympia is up 2-0.
Now up to bat number 44, Brooke Fesenbeck.
So Fesenbeck is the batter now with 2 in. On 1 hit. First pitch. It's a ball. I'm sorry, only one run is in. Throw up to third. Gets away from the third baseman, and that will be the second run. Oh, it is 3-0. Okay. No, here we go. So strike one call. That was 3 balls and 1 strike. There's a chopper that's going to be played at center field, and there's one away. It's 1 down, but 2 are in.
Now up to bat number 10, Lindsay Troutman. Pitch. Going to be 2 balls. No strikes, 1 away for the Bears. There's a pop up. And it's a 2 away. So there's 2 away for the Bears here in the top of the first. Now batting number 16, Aspen Carnes.
The batter is Carnes. First pitch there is a ball. There's a grounder that's going to get by third base into left field, throw to second, keeping the runner at first. Carnes has a 2-out single. And that brings up...
Now up to bat, number 9, Kahana Wellner.
Kahana Wellner. Runner goes to second on that pitch. Ball. So 2 out, 1 on, 2 in here in the top of the first inning for Olympia. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike 1 call. Trying to end the inning here. So the 1-1 pitch. Low ball 2. 2-1. Next pitch. And that was a ball as well. So 3-1 is the pitch count here. To Wellner, 2 out. Runner at second, and 2 runs are in first inning. There's a foul off the screen. So the count is now full for Wellner. And a pitch. Swung on and knocked foul. Almost to the batting circle there. First base line stays full at 3-2. Next pitch, swung on and tapped to third, gloved there, and a throw over to first, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs are in. Head to the top of the bottom of the first. 2-0. Olympia.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Left, but a throw over to first is in time, and 1 away.
Now up to bat number 32, Molly De La Cruz.
Brings up Molly De La Cruz, third base. 1 away. First pitch to De La Cruz is a strike. On deck is Walters. Swing and a miss on the second pitch, so 0-2. Nobody on, 1 away. Olympia 2. Shelton, first at bat, or second batter here. Bottom of the first, there's a pop-up. And that's going to be caught at first base, and that'll end that threat 2 away.
Now up to bat number 24, Alex Walters.
And that brings up pitcher Alex Walters. With 2 down, nobody on. That one's popped up, playable. In third foul play ball, flower of territory, it is dropped, and that will be strike number 1. So 2 away, and a 0-1 pitch to Walters. High, ball 1. So 1-1 is the count. 2-0 Olympia on top. Highclimbers with 2 outs in their half of the first. There's another foul out play. So it's 1-2. And that is a ball called there. 2-2 the count now. Razzler is on deck for the Highclimbers. If Walters reaches, it's a 2-2 count. There's a swing and a miss, and down she goes with the first strike out of the ballgame. So 1-2-3 go the Highclimbers in the first. Head to the second. Olympia is still up 2-0.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
So we're back here at Shelton Fast Pitch Field. Got to change the top of the second inning for Olympia here. And the leadoff batter here in the
batting number 5, Morgan Hyman.
in the second for Olympia is Hyman, Morgan Hyman. First pitch is low, ball 1. On deck is Natasha Scott. But the 1-0 pitch is popped up. That's playable. And dropping in the outfield, however. It's a fair ball. And runner makes it to second. So there's one on and nobody out.
Now batting number 8, Natasha Scott.
And Butters had Natasha Scott. She dribbles one foul. The first pitch. Meeting over there with the coach is Scott. Take a place with an 0-1 pitch. Chose bunt, pulls it back, ball 1. So 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Showing bunt again is Scott. She'll dribble that one up. Pitcher's going to pick it up. Not make a play. Runner goes to third and then to first. So you got Hyman over on third and Scott on first. And Andy Doherty, the pitcher, is bottom of the order here. For the Bears, leading 2-0. Nobody out here. Pitches a ball. Another ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Doherty. For Olympia, 2 on. Runners are now at first, or second and third. Doherty shows bunt again, pulls it, doesn't pull it back. It's a strike called. So it's 2 and 1. Showing bunt yet again, pulls it back, strike 2 called. So the 2-1 pitch. And must have hit her. Brings it to the top of the order, Green. Allie Green.
Now batting number 18, Allie Green.
She walked in the first inning, scored a run, scored the Bears' first run. And she'll pop one foul just off out of the reach. Oh, by the way, the bases are loaded for the Bears here in the second inning. It's the 0-1 count to Green. Bases are loaded, nobody out here. Top of the second inning, 2-0 Olympia. Bears up to bat. There's a dribbler back to the pitcher. Walter will throw it home and safe. And another run has scored. So the bases are loaded, and it is the batter is Levens. She reached in the first, and she scored a run. First pitch to her. Strike 1 called. Highclimbers show looking for the first out here in the inning. 1 run is in, and the bases remain loaded. It's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 call, or strike 2. So 0-2. Pitch popped out of play over into the tennis courts to her right. Going the same way the wind is blowing here into my microphone. It says 0-2. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning, 3-0. 1 run is in. Bases are loaded for Olympia. Next pitch, that's popped up, playable. Gonna be caught. Everybody runner stays, so that's out number 1. brings up Fezenbeck. Takes a ball. She popped out in the first inning. Bases remain loaded for the Bears. As ball. Ball 2. 2-0. Fezenbeck. Another ball. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Fezenbeck. Three nothing Olympia. And there's another run.
Now batting number 10, Lindsay Troutman.
Brings up Troutman. As Olympia adds on with a walk. Still 1 out. Bases remain ordered. Loaded, that is, and a strike 1 call. So the 0-1 pitch on the way. That's a dribbler over to short, or second base over to first. It's off the glove. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Carnes swings and fouls 1 off. Another pop up and a play. 1 out, 2 on. 4 are in here in the inning. And it's an 0-2 count to Carnes. Pitch was outside. And that was an air ball way inside. 2-2. Next pitch, that one's a dribbler. It goes to third base, the throw home, and dropped again, and another run scores. And there's 2 more runs. He's meeting to get things right here. 6 runs are in. Let's see, I have 4 hits, 3 errors in this inning, and 6 runs.
Now to bat number 9, Kahana
And Wellner is the batter. She ground out in the first inning. Sun's gone down behind the clouds and it's a little bit cold. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at, well, I think we only have a runner at second at this point. Yes, runner at second. There's a swing and a miss on that pitch. And it's ball 2. 2-1 is the pitch to Wellner. Ground out in the first inning. Morgan Hyman is on deck for the Bears. Next pitch, a swing and a strike number 2. So 2-2. Pitch, it's low, and the ball rolls to the backstop. Runner goes to third. And that runner, by the way, is Carnes. So it is a full count to Wellner with 1 away and 6 runs in. Next pitch, it's a pop-up out of play. Count remains 3 and 2 actually. 1 away, 1 on, 6 in. And here she comes and make it 7 in.
Now up to bat number 5, Morgan Hyman.
So Hyman is the batter. Still 1 out here in the inning. First pitch is a ball. I haven't changed my scoreboard, have I? There's a line drive off the glove of Razzler. And we have a base hit.
Now up to bat number 8, Natasha Scott.
That'll bring up Natasha Scott. Her first at-bat was earlier in this inning, and she had a single. She takes the ball. Next pitch. It's a swing and a miss there. 1 and 1. Olympia has runners at first and second. 7 runs are in here, 1 out. There's ball number 2. Two and 1 is the count. Next pitch. That's low. Ball 3, 3-1. Next pitch, strike 2 called. On deck is pitcher Andy Doherty. 2 on, 1 out, 7 in. And there's a strikeout. Bringing it, that's 2 away now for the Bears.
Now to bat number 40, Andy Doherty.
Nothing is our score. First pitch to Doherty is ball. Next pitch. It's another base runner. So that brings up Allie Green again. This will be her second time. She had a single. First time at bat in this inning. And the bases are loaded, 2 away for the Highclimbers. Bases are loaded for the Bears, I should say. And that's a wild pitch, and another run's going to come in and score. Scoreboard hasn't changed, but it's 10-0. And a swing and a miss to Green. It's 1-1. 2 on runners at second and third. And again, 2 away on deck for the Bears. If Green reaches, it's going to be Blevins. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a chopper right back to Walters. Throw to first in time, and the Highclimbers get out of the inning. But 8 runs came in, and Olympia's up 10-0. We'll be right back.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-4 and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Bottom of the second inning, 10-0. Olympia on top, Shelton due up. Let's see here. And leading it off here for the Highclimbers. Taylor Razzler. The Highclimbers went 1, 2, 3 in the first inning.
Number 21, Taylor Razzler.
Razzler is over at second. I'm sorry, short. He's a shortstop. And first pitch is a ball outside. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. The leadoff batter here for the Highclimbers in the second inning. Next pitch, there's a line drive. Shortstop will pick it up, throw over to first, and Razzler beat it out.
Now batting number 3, Chloe Goldie.
That'll bring up the Chloe Goldie, center fielder. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second inning, 10-0 Olympia. Outside, ball 1. Emily Morris is on deck for the Highclimbers. Pop up to left field, gloved, and that'll be 1 away.
Now batting number 44, Emily Morris.
Emily Morris is the batter. 1 away, 1 on, a swing and a miss for Morris. Got Razzler over at first. Next pitch, another swing and a miss. Throw to first, and Razzler makes it over to second safely. Got Razzler in the scoring position for the Highclimbers on second, and it's 0-2 to Morris with 1 away. There's a little dribbler back to the pitcher, throw over to first in time, but Razzler's going to get the Highclimbers a run. So the Highclimbers get a run. And there is 2 outs. Swoboda takes a ball 1. Next pitch, it's a pop up, playable, and it's out of play. It's 1-1. Off-speed pitch, strike called. 1-2. Stotts is on deck for the Highclimbers. It's 1 away and 1 in here for Shelton. Next pitch, that's pumped up, out of play. against the screen, 1 and 2. Next pitch, outside, ball 2, 2 and 2. 2 outs, 1 in for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 10-1 now. 2-2 pitch, swing, and a miss, and down goes Svoboda. And that does end the inning. So we head to the third. The Climbers did manage to get one. It's now 10-1, Olympia.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
And back at Shelton Fast Pitch Field, Highclimbers able to get a run back here. So we head to the top of the third inning. Olympia up 10. Oops, that's saying the wrong thing. 10-1.
Now batting number 6, Sammy Blevins.
And that'll bring up Blevins to lead things off here. And top of the third for Olympia. First pitch. Low ball 1. Next pitch, inside, ball 2. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That's all the high ball 3. And oh. Next pitch, it's outside and walk.
Now batting number 44, Brooke Fesenbeck.
That brings up Fesenbeck. She walked in the second inning and popped out in the first. First pitch to her is knocked out of play. Next pitch. It's away from Stotts, and on the play, Green will make her way to, or I'm sorry, Blevins makes her way to second. One ball, one strike. for Fezenbeck. Next pitch, high. Ball 2. 2-1. Next pitch in the dirt. It's not by Stotts. And it's 3-1. Nobody out, 1 on for the Bears, leading 10-1, top of the 3rd inning. Scored 8 runs in the 2nd inning. Next pitch way outside. Blevins gonna make her way to 3rd, and that'll be another walk. Back-to-back walks. And runners at the corners for Lindsay Troutman.
Now batting number 10, Lindsay Troutman.
Troutman had a double in the 2nd and popped out in the 1st. She has runners at the corners. And runner will go on the first pitch ball. So Fezenbeck makes her way to 2nd, and Blevins at 3rd. The 1-0 pitch, high, ball 2. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch on the way, swing and popped up. That's going to center field, and it's the fence. 1 run will score. Comes Fezenbeck in, and that's 2. 2 in. Troutman with a double. So 2 more runs are in. Still nobody out.
Now batting number 16, Aspen Carnes.
Their conference at the mound. We're going to step aside for a moment. We'll be right back. We're not going to. I'm going to stay right here, I guess. And be back to action here shortly as Carnes is the batter. So Olympia added 2 more here, or has added 2 more, and there's nobody out. With Troutman on 2nd for Olympia. First pitch is a ball, and Troutman will make her way to 3rd. Next pitch is another ball. 2-0.
Let's go now.
Next pitch, there's a drive. It's going to drop in fair. And another run will score. And Carnes is over standing up on 2nd.
Now batting number 9, Kahana Wellner.
That'll bring up Wellner. She walked in the 2nd and ground out in the 1st. Is now 13-1. Another meeting in the pitching circle. Looks like we might have a new pitcher coming in. Yeah, let's step aside this time.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
Vests or reflectors,
Please, give us some room. Slow down and move over.
when you need us.
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
New pitcher for the Highclimbers. It is Alyssa Wilhite, and she sends in a strike. Our first pitch to Wellner for Olympia. Nobody out, 13-1 is the score. Next fight is strike 2. So 0-2, Wilhite, 2 pitches, 2 strikes. 1 on for Olympia. Got Carnes over at second base. Next pitch, there's a dribbler. It's going to go right to second base. Throw to first in time to get 1. But on the play, Carnes makes her way to third. So there's 1 down.
Now batting number 5, Morgan Hyman.
There's a Morgan Hyman for Olympia. She's let's see here, she has a single in her 2 previous at-bats, both in the second inning. 1 away, and there's a swing and a foul back there. And it's 0-1 to Hyman. Next pitch is high. She'll look Carnes back to third. So 1-1. There's a dribbler gets into the center field. Carnes coming in to score. Hyman's over on first now.
Now batting number 8, Natasha Scott.
And that will bring up Scott. Struck out in the second, as well as had a single. Next pitch, that's off speed. It's going to come up short, and it'll be a ball. Still 1 out. 4 runs are in here in the third inning for Olympia, and 1 on. And another ball. There's a strike called. 2-1 to Scott. One out, one on. 4 in here in the inning for Olympia. Another ball. Makes it ball 2, or ball 3, excuse me, 3-1. Next pitch. And there's a walk. So 2 runners are on for Olympia with 1 out, and it'll bring up pitcher Andy Doherty. And she's had, well, she walked first at bat in the second, and then it looks like she's hit by a pitch in the next at bat in the last inning for the Bears. First pitch to her is a ball. It's 1-0. Next pitch, swing, it popped up, playable. And it looks like Alexander Walters comes in from third base to make the out.
Now batting number 18, Allie Green.
So that'll bring up the top of the order, Allie Green for Olympia, as they're now 2 away for the Bears. She foul tipped that one back. It's 0-1. Green so far is 1 for 3. She walked and she had a base hit as well as a pop out. There's a dribbler back to the pitcher, throw over to first, and that'll end the inning. But 4 more runs come in for Olympia. Big hole for the Highclimbers heading to their half of the third.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Now we head to the bottom of the third inning. 14-1, Olympia on top. And due up is Stotts, Plant, and Werstrom for the Highclimbers. Trying to catch up on my stat sheet here.
Now batting number 20, Haley Stotts.
So Haley is first time to the plate this afternoon. Highclimbers, well, they only had 1 run, and that was scored by Taylor Rasler, who reached on an error, I believe. Nope. So the first pitch to Stotts is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Next pitch, another swing and a miss. 0-2. The count. The 0-2 pitch is popped up. That one's playable. Nope, hits the third base dugout. Stotts is still alive here. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the third inning for Shelton. Next pitch. Here's another hit one for to the walkway behind us. Still 0-2. Next pitch. That's high. Ball 1. It's 1-2 to Stotts. Next pitch. Swing and no hitter. They're gonna throw over to first and get her. So that'll be 1 down for the Highclimbers.
Now batting number 4, Alyssa Woolhite.
And that will actually bring up new pitcher, Alyssa Woolhite.
All right, Alyssa, you got this, baby.
She gets a line drive over to first base. And that is with 2 away.
Now batting number 29, Angie Warstrom.
That'll bring up the top of the order for the Highclimbers. It's Warstrom. With 2 away here, bottom of the third inning. Warstrom grounded out in the first inning. First pitch to her, swing and a miss. A little off-speed thing there. 0-1. Next pitch. Outside ball. 1-1-1. 2 away for the Highclimbers here in the third inning. Next pitch is a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Angela Wistrom. Next pitch. Another ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a grounder to third. Bobbled right there. And Wistrom is on base. So 1 on, 2 out. And that'll bring up Molly Dela Cruz. Like she popped out in the first inning. Runner on first. 2 away for the Highclimbers. Bottom of the third inning, trailing 14-1. Pitch on the way, and ball is called. Next pitch. Shows bunt, that is, and takes a strike, so 1-1. Next pitch, high, goes to the backstop. Wistrom's going to make her way over to second with no trouble. Makes it to 2 balls, 1 strike to Dela Cruz. And a strike called. Strike 2. 2-2. So runner in scoring position. That's Worstrom for the Highclimbers. Delacruz with a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Outside strike 3 called. Wow. And down go the Highclimbers. We head to the 4th. So Olympia still up. Now 14-1.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Top of the 4th, Olympia will send up Sammy Blevins. Walked the last time she was up. Takes a pitch from Will Height outside. Ball 1. Next pitch. Right there at the shoulders. Ball 1-1 strike, I should say. 1-1. Next pitch, high. Ball 2, 2-1. Next pitch on the way. It's another off-speed thing. Just outside. 3-1 is the count now. To Blevins. Next pitch. Swing. And a miss there. Strike 2. Count is full. Fezenbeck is on deck for Olympia. Trauman will follow. Next pitch, that one's line drive foul, third base line. Count stays 3-2. That's a strike 3 called. Blevins thought it would be a ball, but that's out number 1 for Olympia here in the 4th inning.
Number 44, Brooke Fezenbeck.
That brings up Fezenbeck. And I believe she got a piece of that one, fouled it off. That'll be 0-1. One away, nobody on. Top of the 4th inning for Olympia. Fezenbeck walked twice in the second, popped out in the first, and that pitch was a ball. So 1-1. And that pitch is a ball as well. So 2-1 is the count. Next pitch. There's a ground ball dribbler. Missed in the glove And I see here I have at least 5 errors on the high climbers here.
Now batting number 10, Lindsay Troutman.
That brings up Troutman with 1 on and 1 away. Let's see here. Troutman's had 2 doubles, assisted by a couple of errors. And she takes a strike on the first pitch. So 0-1. 1 out, 1 on, and Troutman has an 0-1 count. Swings at the next pitch. Makes it 0-2. Next pitch. That one bounced to the catcher, Stotts. Makes it 1-2. Next pitch. There's a swing. Got a piece of that one, however. Count remains 1-2. Next pitch. High, but belted right to the shortstop. Shuffle high over to second. And Olympia has runners at the corners.
Now batting number 16, Aspen Carnes.
That'll bring up Carnes. She has a double, a single, and a single. Singled in the first, singled in the second, and doubled in the second. Second time up. So we have runners at the corners for Olympia. And takes a ball. 1. 1-0. And that ball got away from Stotts. So 2-0, 1 away, 2 on for Olympia here, top of the 4th inning. Pitch inside. That'll be 3 balls. Let's see, Fezenbeck is over on third. Troutman's at first. And the batter's Carnes. And that's a walk. So bases are again loaded for Olympia, and that bring up old Wellner. Wellner grounded out in the third, and also walked, or in the second, and grounded on the first. Bases are loaded again with 1 away. Pitch to Wellner. Strike called. Right down the middle. Next pitch is a ball inside, 1-1. Next pitch, high. Ball 2, 2-1. Next pitch, again high, 3-1. 14-1, Olympia on top. Bears have bases loaded, 1 away here. Top of the 4th inning. Next pitch. And strike call, strike 2, right at the shoulders. So full count for Wellner. And that's a ball, and that'll walk in a run.
Now batting number 5, Morgan Hyman.
And that'll bring up Morgan Hyman as the Bears add another run, making it 15-1. And throw it a collision right there at home, and a run to score. So that'll be 2 runs in here. And a new batter for Olympia. Number 11, Taryn Pearson will step in. She'll bat one right over to Dela Cruz. She'll throw to first, but both of them are out. Double play ball ends the inning. 2 runs do get added. Olympia now leads 16-1. We head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Pearson.
And we're about here at Shelton Fast Pitch Field, heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. New pitcher in there for the Bears is Pearson, the last batter there. Going to close this thing out for the Bears. They lead 16-1. Leading things off will be Walters, followed by Razzler and Goldie. Highclimbers have been struggling with some fielding errors, and I have 6 errors counted by me, and helped the Bears score their 16 runs. So here comes Walters. She struck out in the first. This will be your second at bat in this ball game. Bears did get to her early on. That'll meet at the pitching circle for the Bears to get this thing.
Now hitting number 24,
underway here in the 4th inning for the Highclimbers. So Walters steps in, waiting for the first pitch from Pearson. High, ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch is batted down, a line drive, picked up by the shortstop. Throw over to first, and Walters is out. But a good effort. So 1 away for the Highclimbers here in the 4th.
Now batting number 21, Taylor Rassler.
And Rassler is the only high climber to, well, he's not the only high climber, he's the only high climber to reach base, but the only one to score. And the first pitch rolls in, so 1-0 to Razzler. Next pitch, strike one, called 1-1. Chloe Goldie is on deck for Shelton. Next pitch. Ooh, outside corner, strike two called. 1-2. Next pitch. Try to get the same location, just outside, 2-2. Bottom of the fourth inning, 16-1 Olympia. Shelton at bat. Razzler takes a ball high. That makes it 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away here in the fourth. Next pitch. It's a grounder. Third base. Throw over to first. Gets in time to get Razzler, so 2 away.
Now batting number 3, Chloe Goldie.
And that brings up Chloe Goldie with 2 down here in the fourth inning for the Highclimbers. Infield playing in. Pitch high outside, ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch. That one's knocked over the fences into the tennis courts, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch makes it a 2-1 count. 16-1 Olympia on top. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2 out for Shelton. Next pitch, that one's popped up into left field and glove there, and down go the Highclimbers. 1, 2, 3 again. We head to the fifth, 16-1.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Top of the fifth inning, 16-1 Olympia. Let's see here. Should be Scott, Doherty, and Green due up here in the fifth for Olympia. Unless they slip somebody else in there. Actually, it looks like it's going to be Doherty to lead things off here.
Now up to bat, number 40, Andy Doherty.
Doherty popped out in the third. Had a single in the second and walked earlier in the second. First pitch to her is a ball. 1-0. On deck is Green. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss to Doherty. So 1-1. Next pitch, that's high. 2-1. Next pitch, it's outside. That's 3 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, swing and miss. Actually, I'm behind here. It's a full count. Wow. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lead-off batter here in the 5th. And that's a ball. Another walk given up. So 1 on, nobody out.
Now up to bat,
And
number
the batter
18,
is
Allie
now
Green.
Allie Green. Pitch shows bunt. Bunted in the front of the plate. Back to Will Height. He'll pick it up and make a play. So Green's on first. And Dowdy's over on second. And that brings up number 7. Josephine Petricola is the batter. First time we've seen her this afternoon.
Now batting
She has
number
2
7,
runners.
Josie Petricola.
Runners at first and second. On deck is Fezenbeck. First pitch, high, ball 1. Next pitch. This ball. Stott's doing a good job looking the runners back at 2, their bases. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 on, no outs for Olympia here. 16-1, they do lead here, top of the 5th, excuse me. That's the 3rd ball thrown. 3-0. Timeout called. Stott's going to go talk to Will Height. Trying to fill in the dirt there. And here we go. 3 balls, no strikes. To Petricola. Nobody out, 1 on. And there's a strike on the inside corner. 3-1. Next pitch, swing. Yep, this is going to get foul tip, so it stays. Actually, it's 3-2. Full count. Petricola. Nobody out here, 5th inning. Another foul tip. Next pitch on the way, swing and a ground foul. And the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on and nobody out here. Top of the 5th inning for Olympia, they lead 16-1. Next pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, 1 out. for Olympia here.
Now up to bat number 44, Brooke Fezzenbeck.
That brings up Fezzenbeck. She's been on 3 times today. She takes strike 1, however. 0-1. 1 out, 2 on for Olympia. Timeout called. There's a roller back to Will Height. Throw over to first in a bobble, and Fezzenbeck is safe. I have 7 errors on the Highclimbers here. Bases are loaded again, and that brings up Lindsay Troutman. She is 3 for 4. First pitch is a ball. There's a drive back to third base. Walters gloves it, puts 1 down, gets one of them. But I do believe 1 scores. Yes, 1 did score.
Now batting number 16, Aspen Carnes.
So that's now 2 away. First pitch is knocked down the first third base line. Foul. And it's Carnes is the batter. Strike 2 called. 0-2 to Carnes. The bases are, let's see, there's 2 runners. Yeah, runners at first and the second. 1 in here. Pop up, playable center field, and that'll end it. The 5th inning. So 1 run does score. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Last chance for the Highclimbers. 17-1, they trail.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Bottom of the 5th inning coming. Yeah, let's see here. I have, yes, it'll be Morris, Zabotka, and Stotts, excuse me, 2 up here in this inning. Zabotka grounded out in her first at bat in the second inning. I'm sorry, we're looking at Morris, though. Morris is due up.
Batting number 44,
Emily
Emily Morris.
Let's see here. She grounded out in her first at-bat. First pitch to her. Does a swing and a hit right to short. Bobbled there, and Morris reaches. Got 2 errors on Olympia. That's the vodka.
Now batting number 42, Lana Svoboda.
Svoboda, I'm serious. Svoboda struck out. And she hits one to first and hand off to the first baseman. And that's 1 away. 1 away for the Highclimbers, and the runner is in scoring position.
Now batting number 20, Haley Stotts.
And Haley Stott is the batter. Takes a ball. 1-0. 1 out, 1 on for Shelton here. Bottom of the 5th inning. 17-1. There's a foul. So 1-1. Next pitch is a hit right back to the pitcher. She bobbled it, but she gets it in time to first on the play, though. Morris makes her way over to third. Now there is 2 out for the Highclimbers.
Now batting number 4, Alyssa Wilhite.
And Alyssa Wilhite will be the next batter for the Highclimbers with 2 away. First pitch to Wilhite is a strike. Next pitch, high ball 1, 1-1. So 2 away, 1 on. Now 1-1 count to Alyssa Wilhite. Bottom of the 5th inning. 17-1, Olympia on top. Shelton trying to add 1 more, keep this thing alive. There is a pop fly. It's going to drop over the hit. 1 defender. And Morris scores.
Now batting number 29, Angie Warstrom.
That brings up the top of the order. Takes a ball. Yeah, swing and a miss on the second pitch. So it's 1-1. There's a ball. 2-1. 2 out, 1 on. Wilhite's over on first for the Highclimbers. Next pitch on the way. That's a ball. 3-1. Next pitch. That's low. Ball 4. So there's 2 runners on base
now. Batting number 32, Molly De La Cruz.
That'll bring up a Molly De La Cruz. The runners at first and second. De La Cruz struck out in the 3rd. Popped out in the 1st. First pitch is a ball. Highclimbers trying to get base runners out there with 2 out. Something that the baseball team has been able to do in their first couple of games. There's a foul off the leg, 1-1. 17-2 is our score. Just joining us, the Bears just kind of took it to the Highclimbers early on and had a 10-0 lead, scoring 8 runs in the second. Molly Dela Cruz takes a ball to 2-1. There's runners at first and second with a run in here in this bottom of the fifth. And ball number 3. 3-1 is the count to Dela Cruz. She's got Wilhite and Lindstrom on base. Next pitch on the way. And the bases are now loaded as Dela Cruz was walked.
Now batting number 24, Alex Walters.
So that'll bring up Alex Walters. Grounded out in the 4th inning and struck out in the 1st. Bases are loaded with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 10-run mercy rule is in effect. Highclimbers trying to extend this game. Walters steps in. She started this game in the pitching circle. First pitch way outside, ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch. Popped up. Playable. Shortstop's going to go out, and that'll end it as Pezenbeck ended the threat. So the Highclimbers leave the bases loaded, get a run, and it's 17-2. We'll be right back.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Vehicle collisions are the #1 killer of teens in the U.S., taking 8 young lives every day. And speeding is a factor in more than half of teen fatal car crashes, but we can prevent these tragedies. Talk with your teen about staying safe behind the wheel. Remind them to follow the speed limit and adjust their driving for road conditions. Keep the conversation going and be the driver you want your teen to be. It's not just good parenting, it's a matter of life or death.
Well, it's a final here at Shelton Fast Pitch Field. Olympia Bears pick up their first win of the season, knocking off the Shelton Highclimbers 17-2. Highclimbers will drop their second game of the season. And the highlights, let's see here. Taylor Rasler. Let's see here, I have her 1 for 2. She did score the first run for the Highclimbers. Emily Morris is 1 for 2. And Alyssa Wilhite was 1 for 2, and she had an RBI. So that was pretty much the highlight for that. And that pretty much does it for us. Our first softball game of the spring season. We'll have more. Let me grab my other sheet here. Let's see here. The next up for Shelton, they open South Sound Conference play Monday at Central Kitsap. Olympia has a non-league game at Emerald Ridge on Tuesday. Our next broadcast is actually tomorrow as the Shelton boys soccer team hosts the North Kitsap in a non-league contest there. Kickoff at the Highclimber Stadium is at 1 p.m. And that will pretty much do it for us here at the Shelton Fast Pitch Field. Final again, Olympia 17, Shelton 2. We'll talk to you tomorrow.